Listen, the beast knows your presence, ready to claim you as part of his dark forest. But only if you give up. Keep hardy in both body and spirit, and you shall be safe from him. Fall ill or lose hope, and your life shall pass into his crooked hands. Children, please, heed my warning. Boys, beware the beast!
Woodsman.
Huh?
We should talk.
And how the gentle wind beckons through the leaves.
Over the garden wall is beautiful, witty,
Kitty! Now where did that frog named Kitty go?
and at times Halloween spooky. It's a series that follows the journey of two brothers, Wirt and Greg, through a mysterious, interminable forest full of mystery and whimsy. Their quest takes them through a village of skeletal pumpkin heads, on a ferry boat for high society frogs, and to meet a horse that can talk.
Fred's a talking horse. He can do whatever he wants.
I want to steal.
What?
Its runtime is short, just 10 total episodes clocking in at 11 minutes apiece, but this condensed format works to its benefit. The pacing is brisk and well-maintained, and every episode is full of interesting, compelling, or downright hilarious plot developments
Wait, no. I think that cat is too old.
that remain relevant to the overarching storyline. Its accompanying soundtrack fits the tone and mood perfectly, always transforming and bending to the narrative will of the story it follows. The show is constantly subverting expectations, but in a pleasantly charming sort of way.
He spit up that turtle and now he's my new best friend. Oh.
It somehow manages to effortlessly toe the line between juvenile wackiness
Did you know that if you soak a raisin in grape juice, it turns into a grape? It's a rock fact.
and unexpectedly deep philosophical musings on life.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just like a boat upon a winding river, twisting towards an endless black sea.
Beneath all of the quirky humor and whimsical storylines, there is real emotional depth that grapples with the ever-evolving psychological challenges of growing up, maturing, and facing one's own fears. I'd like to now explore a moment that exemplifies what separates this series from many of its animated contemporaries, transcending the bounds of a mere kids' show. But first, if you haven't yet seen this gem of a show, do yourself a favor, stop this video, and go watch it. Then come back. Trust me, it's a phenomenal 100 minutes of screen time, and you won't regret the experience. Let's first establish some background. Flashing back to the present, or perhaps recent past, we find that Wirt and Greg are actually from a time and place not so different from our own. High school, cassette tapes, Halloween parties, middle-class suburbia.
Lady Daniels!
Goodbye, Gregory.
Wirt's biggest fear is speaking to his crush, afraid of social backlash and losing her to one Jason Funderburger.
You can let go of my hand now.
Oh, yeah.
A chain of misfortune leads to the boys tumbling down a hill into an icy river, unconscious and barely alive. Before they realize it,
Greg?
they find themselves traversing a mysterious dark woods. Within this broader context, we can gather that the forest appears to be an extended metaphor for their potential meeting with an untimely demise, a limbo of sorts. This strange land somehow acts as a middle ground, an in-between for this life and the next. Dark woods where a lurking beast seeks to consume the lives of wayward children. Lost and forlorn souls slowly transform into Edelwood trees, fueling the beast's lantern, allowing him to subsist for another day, feasting on more lost souls.
Why not let me take the lantern for a while?
In the penultimate episode, Wirt had given up all hope and accepted his fate. Greg takes his newfound leadership seriously and offers himself as a sacrifice instead of Wirt to become the beast's next meal. And here we arrive at the climax of the series, Wirt's moment of conscience, a moment of presence and true fear. Greg lies unconscious, slowly transforming into Edelwood. Wirt faces the beast, alone. A proposition: give your life to keep Greg's soul alive in the lantern, just as the woodsman before him. At first, he falls in line with his nature and agrees. But then, he rejects it,
Wait,
rebuffs the
that's dumb.
proposal,
What?
That's dumb. I'm not just gonna wander around in the woods for the rest of my life.
and the beast threatens him with true darkness.
Are you ready to see true darkness?
At this moment, standing on a thin precipice between life and death, Wirt pulls from his recent experience, the adventures and mishaps he shared with Greg in the woods, the way he mistreated the brother who only wanted to care for and help him. He uses this as fuel to face the beast head on. These woods almost became the final destination for Greg and Wirt, but it was through their shared hardship and Greg's sacrifice that Wirt saw the only true way forward, to face the darkness, to face the fear that so threatened to engulf him. He summons the courage and lets this fear wash over him, throwing it back into the face that has terrified him for so long. He counter-threatens to blow out the beast's precious lantern.
Are you?
Don't!
To me, this is the perfect representation of what elevates this series beyond the ordinary boundaries of a forgettable kids show. It's full of moments like these, moments that surprise and intrigue, moments that treat the audience with respect and dignity, moments that reveal the surprising depth and emotional complexity of the psychological history and struggles of the main characters as they strive to come of age in their own right. And still, all with a lesson in mind, an important, valuable lesson for all ages. Face your fears and cherish those important to you. This message forms an unceasing undercurrent that flows through the entirety of the show's runtime. A consistent, timely message to everyone watching on the importance of living life to its fullest, not shying away from that which is important to us because of the fear of the unknown. This unexpectedly genuine and heartfelt depth is what allowed Over the Garden Wall to cement itself as a true modern classic. The performances are phenomenal.
See, woodsman, all who perish here will become trees for the lantern. Cut them down with your axe. Go, now!
The writing is intelligent and witty,
And so the story is complete, and everyone is satisfied with the ending, and so on and so forth.
and the story coalesces into a meaningful and memorable experience for all who partake. I make it a point to rewatch this show every October around Halloween, and it never disappoints and never gets old. It's just crafted with so much care, love, and attention to detail that shines through every animated line on screen. And that's why I created this video, to share my appreciation and respect for this beautiful and moving piece of art. I'm Tim, and these are my thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.